You only from a little lateral, from upper vermilion border cupid bows, and almost you've done it. It is all that.
Okay, so if there is no other question, we go now with Ali and the video for tear through the first patient we did. For tear through, Ali, can you hear?
Yes, do you hear me?
I can hear. Can everybody can hear Ali? Dr. Rosentur, can you hear Ali?
Yeah.
Yes. And does the people can hear Ali?
Okay, so I can't see anything. Do you have to? Oh, you're going to share my screen.
I'm gonna share my screen. So okay. I'm looking now. It's in the process. Now, so I think everybody can.
Okay.
I found a new. I found a new thing with Zoom.
There is a block.
Do you see?
Yes, but there is a block on the.
Okay. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to stop. Sorry. So let's do it this way. Sorry, everybody, but technology is always tricky.
That is, now the block is on my face. It's fine. You don't need to see it.
So please give me the details of the course. Okay. I will send it per email the videos and everything per email. So this is okay. Okay, this is so now everybody see, because I'm, as you can see, maybe I'm quite lost between the chats and everything. Okay, there is something blocking. Now, does everybody see? Okay, it is okay now. Perfect.
No. I just see my face in still.
Yes, because I put pause. I don't know to Ahmed, Malgorzata, Janet, Afilia. If you want to say something, please say it on the chat. Sorry, I'm not really master in Zoom, but if you have a message, if you have a question, do it either in the Q&A or on the chat, which is better. So now I'm going to go with the video from Ali. I'm going to.
So there are 2 blocks, okay?
Yes, now think and this. So, Ali, now is your turn.
Okay, so do you hear me? Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
So we can start the video.
If the video is running.
Okay, the video is running. Then we are seeing this lady, and what we can see is that we can, she has laxity of the lid to the cheek junction. So we don't want to enhance her tear trough too much without addressing the medial cheek fat. So now when you see that I'm touching the medial cheek fat, you see that there is a volume deficiency there. So first we're going to address the depth with the medial, assessing the medial cheek fat and inject it. And then we're going to make sure that we are going to look at a tear trough. And if you look at this lady, she's originally from Iran, from the Middle East. So you see that a lot of these ladies also have a dark circle, and they always come with dark circles. And I always say fillers do not take away the dark circles. What they can do is they can improve it to move away the shadows, but the pigmentation itself will not improve with that, or just to a lesser degree, a little bit with sometimes when you combine, which is maybe a bit off label, but I combine PRP together with lips or basic, that works quite well. But the pigmentation of the skin itself is something different to address. And I think Dr. Ozenturk, as a great dermatologist, can talk much more about the skin. I'm just plastic surgeon, so I don't know so much about the skin. So you have to know your limitations as a person. But I'm saying that with injection, the dark circles may improve because you're improving the shadow, but you're not making the skin lighter. And that's something that we really have to know. Is the video paused, Felipe?
Yes, I paused because you were talking about something about
okay,
that.
go ahead. So
yeah.
I'm priming my needle there, and I primed the needle, and here you can see the, because I think it's important that you see that injection of this product through a 27 gauge long needle works very well. And that shows a lot of the extrusion force as well. And in the book, I wrote a chapter together with some eminent other doctors about the rheology of fillers. And not only the importance is G prime, but also extrusion force. And these products have a very good in extrusion force because they have a nice rheology profile, which is a G prime and a double G prime. So now I will be on the bone in the junction of the medial and the lateral souph. So supraperiosteal, I retract until you see a bubble. So a timid attempt at aspiration is worse than no aspiration at all. So it's like being a toothless tiger. Tiger has to have a tooth. So you either aspirate or you don't. You're either pregnant or you're not. So when you aspirate quite until you see the bubble. And then you know that you're in a safe zone. And here there's not much arterial supply, but just as academic, it's good to know that. Now I'm injecting there, enhancing the medial and the lateral souph. And if we move a little bit forward, Felipe, can you do that? Okay, you see that I'm injecting the lateral souph there, staying supra-periosteal. When I move my needle, I aspirate. You don't lose anything by aspirating, but if you aspirate and you don't, if you see blood, you stop, you change your needle, and then you can go in another direction. Now, I'm putting my finger on the infraorbital rim, and I like this technique because you're only using one hole. I'm turning my needle and I'm going the other way around, counterclockwise, under the infraorbital rim, and I'm going actually below the ligament. Okay, so it's very important to know the ligaments. Okay, since it's a Gore-Tex layer, and I'm below the ligament, and I will try to show you a picture of that. And it's important to stay under the ligament and inject in the medial souph. And that is one of the most important areas that we want to address, injecting in the medial souph. And that's why you're injecting in the medial souph and in the medial cheek fat pad. That gives you a very good result, because then when you do that, you don't have to address you don't really have to address so much the tear trough itself. Okay. Felipe, can you hold that still? Is it let me see if I can show this.
The image.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop sharing. So now you will have to share the.
Let's see if I can.
Or you can show it on the camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to show on the camera. So if we're staying on the periorbital region.
So I'm going to ask the question about the webinar. You will have it I will send the links to the distributors, and they will share it with you, and you will have also some information from us directly to you. So don't worry. Yes, the video stopped because Ali wants to show you an image. So we are going to see the image that Ali wants to show, and then we continue with the video.
How can I turn my video? Can I turn my camera? Does that work that way? Okay.
Now we see you, and
but you see that my camera is turned or not?
But I know that what's going on. From the book, it is from the book?
Yes.
I'm going to bring the, which page? I'm going to bring the book.
Okay.
On which page, Ali?
So if you can go to page 126.
126. Perfect. But I have it here. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share because I put it on the PowerPoint.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Can everybody see my PowerPoint?
You have a block in front of it?
Yes, and panelist, yes, perfect. So I'm going to put down this, and now. So
this is the area where, okay, so actually you can see, so this is the area that you can inject when you go superficial, and then the area where we injected was the area deep. So the deep compartment of the face, so the deep medial cheek fat, that was where I was injecting, and this is just to show the deep to the orbicularis muscle, and here you can see the deep medial cheek fat compartment. So if you go back again to the video.
Yeah, 1 moment. I'm going to stop sharing and go back to the video. Does everybody see the video?
And then you can continue with the video.
Yes, perfect. So we continue with this, and yeah.
And here you can see already, compared to the other side, that it has been improved so that the tear trough itself is not so deep anymore. And there you can go and inject just a little bit, lips or basic, more superficial, just to address that as well. Maybe we can show that as well.
I'm going to
move it further.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, now this is with the cannula now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going with the cannula from the lateral side. And then with the cannula, I'm going there. See? It's the cannula, 27 gauge. And I go, you either can go subcutaneous or even preferably under the orbicularis oculi. I like to make sure that I am in a very clean space. So we clean a lot to make sure we don't introduce biofilms. Okay. And then you go in with the cannula.